Guess what, Leon? Guess what? She ain't have her graphics card in the kitchen chilling in the back, right?
Nah, she pull it out. It's like, nah,
Ooh.
I don't belong in the kitchen, boy.
Oh.
He said, you go in the kitchen. you in the
Right.
kitchen now. Hey, what's up, guys? Leon here. And today, we're going to take a look at the competition.
Yes.
Let's see what Team Red has to offer.
Yes.
I'm back with my co-host, Asukiyomi.
What it do, y'all? What it do? What's good?
Yeah, he's new and improved now.
Upgraded.
He's a legit gamer now, so
Let's go.
Today, but let's see what they got. I heard it was some fire, so
Hey, let's find out. Let's get it.
We're gonna see.
Are we gonna say Team Red against Team Green?
Team Red, Team Green. I mean, right now I'm Team Green. I'm wholly committed. More on that later, next video. But I'm wholly committed to Team Green right now. But let's see what Team Red got for us. So let's get into it.
My heart definitely still attached to that 3080 NVIDIA.
Oh wait, you got one?
Nah, I wish.
Oh,
I wish. I need it.
I heard they were great. From the reviews, I heard they were very great.
very much. Same here, man.
The costs that don't exist.
Right. It looks like it's never coming back. There we go.
You see it?
Yep.
Boom, you hear it?
And I hear it. Yep, we lit.
All right, we back on it.
Did it. Back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Godfall.
Hey, talking about Godfall. Hey guys, I have a code for Godfall because of the last video I did. You could check that out. With the 5700 XT from a Mac. I got a game code, so I'm about to give that away. So mention it in the comment. First person to mention that will get it.
Let's go. Comments. Rift Breaker. I ain't hear about none of these games. That's crazy.
No, wait, that's too easy. Y'all gotta watch to the end of the video. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you the secret phrase to say in the comments, and then I'll give you the code.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they're watching. So
that's a fact.
You gotta make sure they're watching. You can't just be giving away stuff.
Right.
All right.
Stay the whole duration.
Welcome everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this second half of our next-gen PC platform launch. I loved seeing all of your excitement when we introduced the Ryzen 5000 series a few weeks ago. It was actually the most watched launch video in AMD history. And I must say, we're very proud of what Zen 3 brings to gamers. But today is all about big numbers.
That was an amazing entrance, by the way.
Facts.
That was like...
Facts.
Okay, it got real. This got real.
I'm really excited to show you the new RDNA 2 architecture and our full stack of Radeon RX 6000 series products. As you know, we brought the first generation of RDNA architecture to market in 2019 with the Radeon RX 5700 XT. And with the combined launch of the 5700 XT and the Ryzen 3000 series, AMD became the first company to introduce a high-performance CPU and GPU together. And we delivered a winning combination of computing and gaming performance, including CPU and GPU of the Year in 2019 from PC Gamer. Now, 2020 is really the year of the gamer. I know many of you can't wait to get your hands on the next-gen consoles. Whether it's the Microsoft Xbox Series X and Series S, or the Sony PlayStation 5, we are so proud that AMD is enabling these incredible gaming.
Shout out to AMD, because if you just see what it did there, like, they're in every major console launch. They're in the Xbox and the PS5.
Good timing.
Yeah, because I remember previously, I think they were only on the PS4 and on the Xbox One, I think. Now they're like on both systems. It's kind of crazy.
It's like a monopoly.
So now it's like, who has the better graphics? We both do. Both have the same company. It's crazy.
Mars. Interesting.
Experiences, which is why we like to say that AMD is where gaming begins. Now, earlier this month, I showed you our new AMD Ryzen 5000 series, the world's best gaming processor. Our next-gen Ryzen processor combines absolute performance leadership in single-threaded performance, gaming, and creative workloads with leadership performance per watt. And for millions of you, it's a drop-in upgrade to your existing AM4 motherboard. Now, as successful as we've been with Ryzen, many of you have asked us to compete at the highest end of gaming GPUs as well. And today, we're ready to show you exactly what we've been working on.
AKA, after we just mopped the floor with Intel, you guys said, okay, we need you guys on. We need you guys to take care of NVIDIA.
Right. Let's see if they can.
I'm so
Let's see
excited
this.
to show you the Radeon RX 6000 series. It's absolutely the most powerful gaming GPU we've ever built. I think you'll be pretty pleased with what you see. I often talk about the fact that we're on a journey, and we are on a journey. Just like with our Zen CPU architecture, we're on a multi-year journey in GPUs with our RDNA architecture. We designed RDNA specifically for gaming, and our first-gen RDNA products delivered.
I really like the way our DNA sounds. It sounds like our DNA, like our DNA.
Our
You DNA.
Woke. You woke. Our DNA. Like, okay, our
Yeah,
DNA.
our DNA. That's actually a good marketing thing.
Right.
It's in our blood,
If you really think about it, right?
Yeah, it's our DNA.
It's within
50%
us.
better performance per watt over our GCN architecture. We wanted to take another big step with RDNA 2 and deliver another 50% generational improvement in perf per watt.
Is that the
And
Team
with
Rocket
RDNA
logo?
2, we also set the
Team Rocket.
Right, the red,
Ooh.
the aesthetic.
That's
right?
a good one. That's a nice one. Maybe. Copyright. Right strike.
very ambitious goal to deliver leadership gaming performance. And now I'm very happy to show you for the first time Big Navi. This is the chip at the heart of our high-end Radeon RX 6000 series. 26.8 billion transistors
Cue boss music.
built with leading-edge 7nm process technology. Big Navi is our first product powered by RDNA 2. We have made incredible progress on the architectural front. And now let me turn it over to AMD fellow Laura Smith to give you more details on the architecture.
Thank you, Lisa. Our graphics architecture roadmap has a clear goal: gaming leadership across the ecosystem. The GCN was a great architecture, but we knew we needed to rethink graphics and build the best engine for the future. We wanted to build a set of technologies that game developers could use across all platforms. The first major step was RDNA, introduced last year. RDNA was a new architecture and used a 7nm process node, which helped us with the large initial gains. We committed to you that our engineers had plans in the works for RDNA 2, and we would be back quickly with another significant improvement. By combining our expertise in CPU design, deep gaming history, and broad ecosystem partnerships, RDNA 2 is built to be the gaming architecture for all gamers across console, PC, and beyond. We had some very ambitious goals with RDNA 2. Significantly higher performance, 50% improvement in performance per watt, and new hardware features. Individually, each of these goals is challenging. When combined, they become extremely difficult because as you push performance, a natural side effect is more power. New features also mean more computation, further challenging both speed and power metrics. For RDNA 2, we made significant gains in all these areas. The compute unit is the core of the architecture. We advanced all aspects of the compute unit design, leveraging techniques first developed in CPUs. We deployed pervasive fine-grained clock gating, reimagined the pipeline to aggressively maximize performance while minimizing data movement. In combination, these elements made the compute units 30% more energy efficient, allowing them to be pushed faster. Gaming at 4K requires more data to be brought into the chip. The amount of data more than doubles as we move from 1440p to 4K. The more efficient the memory subsystem is, the higher fidelity the images are, and the more you can push the frame rates. We took a new approach to solving this technical challenge for gaming and deployed a graphics-optimized, high-density, high-speed cache based on the Zen L3 cache. We call this the Infinity Cache. The Infinity Cache minimizes DRAM bottlenecks, latencies, and power consumption. Our specialized Infinity Cache, combined with a 256-bit G6 interface, delivers more than twice the effective bandwidth of a traditional 384-bit G6 solution and at lower power consumption. High frequency is important for gaming performance. RDNA 2 is built with custom libraries and high-speed design flows, maximizing frequency in 7 nanometer. With RDNA 2, our silicon design and architectural improvements, we are able to deliver 30% faster frequencies in this.
I want to pause here for a second. What's really good about this, like everything they're saying here, AMD was known for having higher performance per watt than NVIDIA. And basically what they're saying is like they now learn how to contain that power and give you more. Yeah, it's like, as I said, the same the same power, but more performance, which is really good. So now they're more efficient than they used to be.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing.
Yeah, because AMD, like for example, the 2080 Ti's and stuff, like last gen for NVIDIA, it took like 250 watts, while AMD stuff were like close to 3 something and 400, like for one card. I remember it was really out there. They couldn't really contain their power.
So now they're making that shit more efficient and shit gonna work better.
Yeah, let's continue.
Same 7 nanometer process node. Pulling all this together, the RDNA 2 architecture beats our aggressive performance per watt goal, achieving 54%. With RDNA 2, we also focused on bringing new hardware features into the architecture. We partner closely with Microsoft on DirectX 12 Ultimate features, including DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, mesh shaders, and sampler feedback. RDNA 2 will also support Microsoft Direct Storage API. We're excited about this new API that will enhance the gaming experience by significantly reducing game asset load times from large SSDs. We compared the performance of RDNA 2 to our prior generation, and when we put it all together, on average, RDNA 2 delivers double the performance and with great power efficiency. We are so proud of what we've accomplished with RDNA 2, and we are not stopping. The team is executing to plan, RDNA 2 is here, and the RDNA 3 team is well into execution. Let me welcome Scott Herkelman to show RDNA 2 in our new RX 6000 series products.
Whew, they're ready.
Boss music. You ready?
They're already thinking about 2022. You saw that?
Yeah, they was like, so you guys are going to be the better testers for RDNA 2. So RDNA 3 is on its way already. So I like how upfront they are.
Beta testing again, word.
Hello to all of the gamers tuning in, and welcome to our Radeon RX 6000 series product reveal.
Welcome.
As a hardcore League of Legends and Borderlands 3 player and playing these games on our RX 6000 series over the past few weeks, I'm so excited and proud to be here with you today. Allow me to introduce you to our brand new AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics card. The 6800 XT
Hold
is
up.
purposefully designed.
Hold up. 16 gigabytes of memory.
Right.
That's 6 gigabytes more than the 3080.
For some reason, I can't see the left side of the screen too because they got the gray thing on it.
They got the gray what?
Like, it's like a gray box on it, so I can't see the left side of the screen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Oh, there you go. Went away.
Oh, you're seeing yourself on the screen. Interesting.
Oh. Mm.
To play all
Now
Okay.
I see it again.
Yeah, okay, now it's
Anyway,
gone.
yeah,
It should be
continue.
gone. Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gone now.
All right, yeah.
AAA games at 4.
So basically,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll rewind it, but wow, off the bat, the specs looks better than the 3080. Because it has, wait, is that, hold on.
4K and below resolutions, and at the highest quality settings available.
Okay, let's go back again, because these specs looks nuts already. Hold up. Wait, what? Let's go back. Because the 3080 starts with 10 gigabytes of RAM. You can't upgrade that. That's it.
That's it, right?
And this is 16 gigs, so
6 more. That shit, it adds up.
let's go back. You have to just go. Let's get this guy back to this. Okay.
Right.
Let's go.
Welcome,
Allow me to
gamers.
introduce you to our brand new AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics card. The 6800 XT is purposefully designed to play all of your favorite AAA games at 4K and below resolutions, and at the highest quality settings available. It comes with 72 compute units and runs with a game clock of over 2 gigahertz. This card features a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock that pushes some of the highest frequencies we've ever achieved, all thanks to the incredible work done by our engineering team on the RDNA 2 architecture. The 6800 XT will also feature 128 megabytes of Infinity Cache that is power efficient while driving the bandwidth needed for high resolution gaming. Paired with 16 gigabytes of blazing fast GDDR6 memory, you'll be ready for the most demanding high resolution games that you want to play. And we've delivered all of this incredible performance with a total board power of just 300 watts. As you can see, the 6800 XT not only delivers on 4K 60 frames per second, but in most cases, it overperforms. We've been maxing out all the settings in games.
I got all the games I play.
Borderlands
Gears of
3,
War,
and
Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare. And the performance.
Wait, hold up. That's 200 watts, 20 watts less than the 3080. These things matter.
Right.
Wattage matters, especially for someone like me that has multiple GPUs.
Right.
It matters. Like for the average person, if you have one GPU in your computer, it might not hurt you that much, but like wattage really matters because I literally be like counting my wattage.
I never heard anybody say that. That's funny.
I literally
count
had
the
to count
watts.
it. Yeah. So yeah, let's see how it does against it. Hopefully they compare it. So let's see if
They might put it in a Venn diagram.
Has just been awesome to experience. Let's take a look at how the 6800 XT competes head-to-head against the latest offering from the competition. Here, we compare their best API scores to our best.
You see what I'm talking about?
Uh-oh.
The wattage at the bottom there.
Yep.
So
300 watts
Mm-hmm.
against 320 watts.
Okay. Wow, those look pretty good.
Yo, it goes head to head.
It's going head to head, bro.
Literally, yo.
The AMD is not playing. They're going head to head. Okay.
I like how they speak the truth with the Division game, the Division for NVIDIA, but you know.
I like their honesty. It's like we lose some and we win some.
Right.
I mean,
they got us here. They got us on this part, but they got us on the first half, not the second half.
I mean, I think the biggest differentiator might be the price. Like, if it's like a few bucks less, then But this is good. The competition is good because this is why NVIDIA dropped the price.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I was like, remember from the last video, I was like,
Control it.
why did they undercut their 2080 Ti, dropping this at, what is it, $699 for the 3080? Because this was coming out. Because think about it, if they had made the 3080, say, $100 more.
Right.
But then we have to see the price of this. Let's see how
Oh
much
yeah, that's
this
true.
was.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out.
So, I mean, this makes sense because that's what the rumors were. The rumors were like, the reason NVIDIA flooded the market so early with low prices because they were coming out with this. Now I see why, because their card is going head to head with this thing.
Literally, this looks. It's like almost you could pick anyone and be satisfied.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Give me a second. Let me.
Yeah.
1440p monitors as their display of choice. Here are the same games we showed you before, running the same best versus best API scenario at 1440p resolution. I personally love seeing so many games running at over 100 frames per second with all of the settings maxed out. This is just an incredible amount of performance. All in all, the 6800 XT is a fantastic choice for enthusiast gamers. We even have more performance we are delivering with two very cool features. The first is a one-click overclocking button we've built into our Radeon software package that we call Rage Mode. Now, Rage Mode automatically takes advantage of the overclocking headroom built into your GPU to give you every bit of performance it has to offer. And the second is made possible because of the fact that only AMD can deliver both high-performance processors and high-performance GPUs. We call this new feature AMD Smart Access Memory. AMD Smart Access Memory unlocks the greater amount of high-speed memory from the AMD Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards to the AMD Ryzen 5000 series processors, and it delivers additional levels of performance in games. Simply pair these components with our 500 series chipset motherboards, enable the setting in the BIOS, and the performance uplift becomes automatic. When you combine AMD Smart Access Memory with the one-click overclocking of Rage Mode, you'll get
See that increase?
performance in many of the games you love.
What I really like, they're kind of pulling the Apple move, where it's like you buy all of our products, you put it together,
And boom.
Then boom, you get a performance with one click. It's actually pretty smart.
There goes the ecosystem.
Yeah, they're trying to build their own ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue.
We're seeing up to a 13% performance increase. And that's before game developers begin to optimize for this new capability. Now, we know a lot of you absolutely love frames per second performance just like us. However, we can also improve the game experience by reducing latency. The differences of milliseconds of latency in a competitive game can be the difference between a major win and a major loss. Last year, we pushed the industry to recognize there was a...
How do you understand what he means by that? How has been your gaming experience with your 1660? What is it, 1660?
I got 1660 Ti. It's, I need better. I know I need better. Because I watch other streamers and I see how they moving.
How many frame rates do you get? What game do you play and how many frame rates do you get on average?
I'm not even sure about how much I have on average, but I play Call of Duty, Gears, and I have to check the frame rates.
What settings do you run? Medium? What do you play? 1080p?
720, I think.
720. Okay, you low.
yeah. I don't think I have a 1080p monitor. I have to check that too.
Okay.
Yeah. I think mine's running on 720 for sure, yeah.
Alright, you need a 3080, buddy. Or you might need this. This is, you see the price.
Right, that price be everything.
It's a better way to provide competitive gamers with less latency from mouse click to the screen, giving competitive gamers who own the RX 5000 series a serious leg up on their competition. Today, we are pushing the boundaries again and further reducing latency in competitive games for even better results.
That's good marketing right there too, putting Fortnite.
Anti-lag with the FreeSync monitor.
What did you say?
I said that's good marketing right there, putting Fortnite. So that's all the kids about to grab this. And
this is Fortnite game, huh?
Yep.
Reduce lag in your DX9 and into your DX11 games. In Fortnite, for example, gamers can realize up to 8 milliseconds of latency reduction by simply enabling this feature in Radeon software. More recently, we introduced Radeon Boost, a unique feature that's a step beyond anti-lag. For select games, Radeon Boost offers dynamic resolution in response to your mouse or controller inputs, leading to higher frame rates and, as a result, quicker responses to your input. Both Radeon Anti-Lag and Radeon Boost can be enabled via the Radeon software that comes with your graphics cards, and neither of them require a proprietary API or a game integration to provide latency-reducing benefits. As you can see, the combination of these technologies can contribute up to 37% latency reduction in highly competitive games like Fortnite running at 4K. Now, performance is king, But let's talk for a minute about how we are improving the visual experience as well. With full hardware support for DX12 Ultimate, the Radeon RX 6000 series is ready to enable ray tracing and variable rate shading in upcoming titles. We've also expanded our library of Fidelity FX features to work hand in hand with ray tracing, compute, and shader effects to enable the higher level of visual fidelity while ensuring high frame rates. For DX12 Ultimate, we've added an optimized denoiser for ray tracing effects and a variable rate shading algorithm that can adapt image quality based upon luminance and...
Wow, they're bringing ray tracing? That's interesting. I always thought that was a NVIDIA thing. Because that's the whole RTX.
RTX behind
that's the whole RTX thing. Ray tracing is basically like dynamic lighting that's done in real time. NVIDIA has been pushing that for the last...
I remember seeing that in their press conference too when they was talking about it with like the little books and stuff like that.
Yeah, right now it's on second generation with the 30 series. They first came out with the 20 series, so I'm surprised. I always thought it was some proprietary technology from NVIDIA. Apparently it's not.
Yo, and I'm tweaking. My monitor is 1080p. I'm bugging. 1080p, 144 hertz.
You said 720p. I'm like, where did you buy this?
No, I'm tweaking. I got two gaming monitors. That's why the one I play on is definitely 1080p, 144 hertz. Yeah, get though.
We've also added a suite of compute-based effects to be used alongside ray tracing, like optimized screen space reflections and an optimized ambient occlusion. We're always looking to help developers with new initiatives and are already working on a super resolution feature to give gamers an option for more performance when using ray tracing. As of today, our AMD Fidelity FX supported games list has grown to 35 titles using a variety of our features. So, let's take a look at some of these new features in an upcoming game with never before seen footage from Counterplay Studios and their fantastic game, Godfall. Godfall is a brand new third-person perspective, next generation.
Okay, so if you made it this far, the phrase you have to say is
bum 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 drum roll.
Don't be afraid of the green-eyed devil.
Looter slasher that challenges gamers to engage in high-impact melee combat as they hunt for loot, equip legendary armor, and defeat vicious enemies. Leveraging the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate API, Godfall features DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, and supports Fidelity FX casts to deliver incredible levels of stunning fidelity. I personally can't wait to play this game, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, let's hear from a few more of our game developer partners about the work they've done with us on RDNA 2 and what you can expect in their games coming soon.
I'm here to talk about Far Cry 6 and some of the new technologies.
Have you ever played Far Cry?
Never in my life. How is it?
I never played it. I have to get into it. I think that you're on Twitch also, right? We got to link the Twitch in there. I'm going to be on there too. I'm going to play.
Hit me up, Sukiyomi on Twitch, ASUKYOMIE.
Yeah,
you know.
If you can't spell it, we're going to have them in the description.
Hit that link.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing too. I think I'll be more on YouTube. I want to play like all the oldies. I just want to create like a montage of a bunch of long plays of all those games. I'll go back to like Far Cry 1 and just play.
Oh, and let me know how it is too.
Yeah, I gotta get like an Xbox. No, just like a legit Xbox from 2006 or something.
So that's 360 then. Word.
Oh damn, we that far behind.
Right. 2020, baby. Let's get it.
We've been collaborating with AMD on to make our game the most immersive and beautiful Far Cry ever. We've been working together to take full advantage of the new Radeon RX 6000 series and RDNA 2 architecture for best possible experience. We've been very impressed by AMD's latest tech and joined forces to bring Fidelity FX casts, DXR ray tracing, and variable rate shading to Far Cry 6.
We're using VRS Tier 2 to use a compute shader to generate a control texture which analyzes the luminance and gives us control at an 8x8 tile level as to what shader rate we're going to be using. This enables us to render much more quickly or keep the same quality level.
You ever play World of Warcraft?
Excited to team up with great partners like AMD.
Used to. I liked it. I used to play World of Warcraft and Command and Conquer. Those I really like those kind of real-time strategy games.
Okay, I hear that. I never got into it.
Yeah, I never played the online version, but just like the regular like story mode one. I think so. Yeah, I never got into it. But they're showing kind of low-level games, so they need to amp it up, show like Call of Duty or something.
Word.
AMD to bring some new features to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is built on a custom engine using the DirectX 12 Ultimate API. Another great feature on the RX 6000 is DXR ray tracing. Here you can see ray tracing evident in how the shadows are interacting with your character. What you're seeing involves incredibly complex computations on the RX 6000. This is a level of realism that hasn't been possible until recently.
The RDNA 2 architecture and the Radeon 6000 series allowed us to introduce some of the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate technologies into our engine. Real-time ray-traced shadows allow us to introduce additional shadow casting lights into the scene that provide much more immersion and detail into the world.
This is so interesting that they're doing this. They said it was in the API compared because NVIDIA, right? That feature that the real-time ray tracing stuff, NVIDIA basically has it as hardware, so it's in the graphics card itself compared to AMD, which seems like it's a software level.
When you just got downloaded, or
so I don't know. We could see a different performance on that. That definitely something that gets the reviewers because I'm not gonna get my hands on that. Trying to.
Right, NVIDIA.
Over the next few weeks, developers of these incredible games will show never-before-seen gameplay with gorgeous graphics that use a combination of ray tracing and fidelity effects running on the Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards. Be sure to check out AMD.com
That's not Bumblebee?
tomorrow to see more. I'm happy to announce that the Radeon RX...
What did you say?
You see the car in the back. I'm like, is that Bumblebee?
6800 XT will be available on November 18th, starting at $649.
Wow. It's less than the 649. It's competing with a 3080, and this 3080 goes for $699. So it's $50 less.
So that's taxes.
$50 less for at least 6 gigabytes more RAM, which is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. That's competitive. That is competitive.
Absolutely.
That's very competitive. Yeah, that is competitive. It's very competitive. If only they get their drivers right, because I heard a lot of stuff where with gaming, AMD crashes a lot, especially like when you game a lot, you just get a lot of blue screens. But we'll see. Maybe they updated the drivers, but so far so good. So far so good for this. Is like they really did. No wonder NVIDIA did what it did. Because imagine, right? If NVIDIA came out with a 3080 at, let's say, $1,000, and then they drop this that's going head to head with 6. Now it all makes sense. All the rumors make sense now why NVIDIA did what they did. Because remember we were watching that. You're like, wait, why this? So what? 600, $599, and
it's like they lowballed, right? Like
why they cut in the price of their own 2080 Ti and all that stuff?
And it makes sense at first. We couldn't understand. We couldn't
understand that. No,
taking that information.
Now you have the AMD with the 68 XT, which is kind of beating the 3080, and it's dropped at 6. Even though NVIDIA did lower the price, they still came out with a lower price than them. So that $50 matters, especially people on the budget. Like
it adds up, man. Look at the times, pandemic. It adds up.
Yeah, I go in there. I'll be like, all right, this is $640, and this is $650. That's, $699, $700. All right, I'll get the $650, and I'll get $50 in RGB fans. We love our RGB.
Speaking facts right now, bro.
Yeah, so we're gonna see.
But we are not done yet. Today we are also announcing the Radeon RX.
Wait, hold up. Is this a lower version? Well, it has a lower power, so it has 250. Wait, 16 gig. Wait, hold up. Am I tripping?
Wasn't it 68? 6800 RX
No,
1600?
no, it was 6800 XT. That one has 16 gigabyte of RAM with 300 power draw. Now this one is doing less power draw with the same 16 gigabytes
Same
of
memory.
RAM. They just clocked it down a little bit, just to give it a lower clock.
Literally.
So I guess this is competing with a
3080.
I guess no 3070, which is going to be released tomorrow.
Wait, NVIDIA's 3070 is tomorrow?
Yeah. That one drops for how much is that one? $499.
Interesting.
Good luck on getting one.
Right.
6800 with 60 compute units, a 1.815 gigahertz game clock with a boost clock of over 2.1 gigahertz. It will feature the same 128 megabytes of Infinity Cache and be available with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory with a board power of just 250 watts. The Radeon RX 6800 is a fantastic entry into 4K gaming, delivering more performance than the 2080 Ti, which was launched at...
Stop beating up the 2080 Ti. Okay, we get it.
Right. Why they?
It's like everybody's beating like the 2080 Ti. You're better than the 2080. Better than the 2080 Ti.
Like this, right?
Like NVIDIA did it. Now they're doing it too. It's like right. The 2080. Okay, we get it. The 2080 Ti is gone.
Okay. Don't kick a man when he down, right? You know
Bro, oh my. Okay, damn. Look at this. It's like it's all red, yo. Team Red is like.
That's a fact.
It's interesting. They didn't even put Team Green there. It was like y'all gray out.
At $999. The 6800 delivers over 60 frames per second in all of these games, giving you the confidence you need to step into the 4K gaming experience. That same great performance extends to 1440p resolution, where the RX 6800 tears through the latest games, delivering about 18% more performance than the 2080 Ti on average. The Radeon RX 6800 will be available to gamers starting at a price of $579.
Interesting. It costs, what is that? My math is right. It costs about $80 more. That's I hate the 9, where they always put 9. They do that on purpose, so you can't do quick calculations. So it costs like $80 more than the 3070. But it has 60. The 3070, if I'm not mistaken, has 8 gigabytes of RAM. But this has 16. So that extra $80, you're gonna go, because with the RAM, you could do like higher resolution gaming, because the textures could fit in the RAM. So 16 gigabyte of RAM is no joke. NVIDIA doesn't even have, for example, right? This card has more RAM than NVIDIA's 3080, which costs $699, $700.
Yeah. And that's an interesting quality too.
This no wonder it makes sense why NVIDIA had to drop the price.
Their hands was forced.
Because if they had, right now they're coming at their neck really bad. Like,
their hands was forced. They was like, no, we have no choice.
Because if they had, imagine if the 3080 or the 3070 had been $100 or $200 more, it would just over. It wouldn't even be competition. It would have been out of here.
This is a competition here, boy. This
AMD is not playing. I don't know where they came from.
They came out of
They're
nowhere.
like, all right, we done whoop it in Intel. All right, so I be Intel.
I tell you right now, they pulled out the cheat code right now. And when we tell you the cheat code, look at his shirt. When you zoom in on his shirt, that's the cheat code. He is wearing the cheat code on his shirt. Up, down, left, right, B8. Look at his shirt.
Now, let's bring back...
Look at his shirt. Here's the code right here.
Down, left, right, B8. I just told you what that's the start.
To wrap things up.
Oh, man.
Rising. Get it?
Wow. Wait, hold on now. That's $579. I'm still kind of thinking about it. $579, $650. With that RAM is a big deal. Because as games get more higher resolution and whatnot, the textures go up. So that's a big deal. It makes you think like, whoa, why did NVIDIA drop a 10 gigabyte and 8 gigabyte? Like, you don't even think about that. Like, I'll go to the store now. I see if you see them in the shelves, you see a 3070 for $499, and you see the the AMD for $579. You look at the specs, all right, is it double? But then the RAM is, you're like, yo, I spent $80 more. I get double the RAM.
You're getting what you paid for.
And then, sales might happen. You might get a little rebate on them. AMD might do a little rebate just to get rid of it.
A little coupon code real quick.
A little coupon code randomly, oh yeah, $50 off, boom. Then why would you buy a 20? Why you buy a 3070?
Right.
There'll be no reason to. The same thing with the 3080. You get 6 gigabyte more, and this card is on the same level as it. They'll be.
As we see in the charts, neck and neck.
And it's $50 less. And that one was less. So it all would depend on the drivers, I would say. We'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott and Laura.
I mean, they didn't come for the 3090 yet, so I don't know.
They got the OG is right here, so she about to drop some bars right now for the finale.
Bro, I like her style, bro. I don't know. We'll see.
Incredible 4K and 1440p gaming experiences.
I don't think they can touch it.
This is the power of RDNA 2. And once we add the smart access memory technology, gamers can even get higher frames per second when pairing Radeon 6000 GPUs with Ryzen 5000 series. Now, I saw online that some of you were wondering which big Navi product we previewed during our Ryzen 5000 launch earlier this month. For the record, that was the 6800 XT. But we always save the best for last, and I always get the most fun jobs. So today, that means I have one more GPU to show you. We didn't stop with the Radeon RX 6800 XT. We knew that the RDNA 2 architecture could give gamers even more. I'm so excited to share with you for the very first time the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. Now, isn't this just absolutely gorgeous? And you'll see that it's actually relatively compact for all the...
Wait. Are they coming? What is it? The 6900? It sounds a lot like the 3090.
They're
coming for the 3090?
Guess what, Leon? Guess what? She ain't have a graphics card in the kitchen chilling in the back, right?
Nah, she pulled it out. It's like, nah. I don't belong in the kitchen, boy. He said, you go in the kitchen. you in the kitchen now.
It's actually the same size as our 6800 XT card. Our top-of-the-stack Radeon...
What? How is it the same power?
Game clock 22 megahertz.
Okay, it's higher clock, boost clock higher. I mean, the
128.
The 16 gigabyte memory, I think it's just standard. They just kept the memory to 16 gigabytes
pretty
across
much.
The 3090 has 8 gigs on it though, so they gotta beat it. No, but the 3090, it takes two things. The 3090 got. One thing it got actually, it has the extra 8 gigabytes of memory, but the power is like crazy. It's like, I think that one was a 350 power draw, and it even goes up to like 420. I was looking like some specs.
Damn.
So
420?
Ooh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Especially like, think about it. The average power supply is 1,000 watts. So when you start doing the maths on the calculator and stuff, this thing take 420. Then you put a little hard drive and stuff in there. That's it. You wrap.
And we know you count watts too, so
I count watts. Like my system, the video's gonna come up. I'm gonna I built a 2080 Ti system, right?
Right.
It takes up 1450 watts. I have a 1600 power supply. That's the highest power supply they make as a consumer. So I have 150 watts left. Barely. My power supply is like, don't put me on. Don't do this to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's real tech for y'all. Y'all hearing the game?
Yeah, it's no joke, but I'll drop that video soon. Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's see this competitor.
GPU is built for the ultimate in 4K gaming performance. The 6900 XT combines 80 compute units with a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock to deliver even more performance at the highest settings. With 16 gigabytes of graphics memory, the 6900 XT is ready for the most demanding next-gen games. And with the power efficiency of RDNA 2, we've been able to deliver all of this with a total board power of 300 watts.
That's voodoo magic right there. 300 watts? What? That's crazy. That's no joke. Like, if you really get into like computing and you start like putting in getting high end graphics card, that's like voodoo magic for that type of power. We have to see 2 things. You have to see from the next thing she has to say. We have to see price, number one, and comparison. And comparison, cause
we gotta see that chart.
Yeah, because right now, the only pro right now for NVIDIA is that it has 8 gigs more RAM. So
now Laura showed you that we achieved a 54% generational improvement in perf per watt with the 6800 XT. With the 6900 XT, we improved things even more, hitting 65% more performance per watt over first-gen RDNA. I'm so proud of our engineers who worked incredibly hard to optimize every aspect of RDNA 2 to achieve this performance. Now let's see how all of this translates to gaming performance. Running at 4K with the highest settings,
there we go.
6900 XT looks absolutely fantastic. It's extremely competitive.
I always look at Call of Duty first every single time. Okay, let me see what's going on over here.
No, it doesn't look so bad that I couldn't get to buy a 3080 now, the 3000 series, because NVIDIA. I see why you did what you did, bro.
They had to, literally.
AMD is coming for y'all next.
I don't know why it sounds so funny to me, but that rage mode, it just sounds so funny to me as a gamer.
Oh yeah, rage mode.
Like rage mode. Roar!
I guess that's like the asterisk. It looks like it's like because it looks like with rage mode and smart access memory on. That's how you get that extra power.
The extra percent.
I mean, it would like for example, if you were to build a new computer right now, you're gonna grab a new CPU from AMD and you're gonna buy the new motherboard. So I would say if you the average person, they're gonna see these specs anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
literally.
It won't make much sense for you to buy this graphics card and not build a new computer. Because if you do, obviously you're not gonna get those extra benefits. So if you didn't get your hands on the 30 series from the NVIDIA, this is actually, it was beneficial that you waited. Like everybody was saying, you should wait for Big Navi. I thought it was going to be a joke, but they're not joking. They actually came out here and tried to stomp on their necks.
With their gloves on, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And for me, who, like, again, every time they put out the charts, it's always Call of Duty I look at first. I'm going to automatically go with red because it's like, it's going to benefit me.
Yeah. I mean...
And Gears 5.
And let's see the price. Because the 3090 is what? $14.99.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see the price. We have to see the price.
Across the board, consistently delivering high frame rates in your favorite games. Just take a look at the performance we see against the competition in Battlefield 5, Call of Duty, and Gears of War 5. All of this is at lower power with a smaller card form factor. Now, let's talk about price and availability. The AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT.
Well played. NVIDIA, I was so hyped for y'all. But then,
wow, y'all
beat... Okay, I was excited for NVIDIA because they were beating themselves.
Wow.
But they came out like, no. We're going to join in the... We're going to whoop you too. Like,
wow.
Whoa.
1K.
Okay, so it's a $500 difference. Okay, is that extra 8 gig of... No, you go to think, right? I'm in the store, okay?
Right.
I see the 3090.
We the consumers. Let's go.
It's $14.99. It has 24 gigabytes of RAM. Do I need 24 gigabytes of RAM?
Right, you start thinking. Right, you start questioning it like,
But I see this card. It is like a 3090. But it has 8 gigabyte less. But it's 60 gigabytes. It's a lot. Like, okay, the average person, like, okay, last generation, right?
Pros and cons.
No, the last generation. This is actually, it's not really a con because that $500 is a lot. That $500 is the whole CPU. So it's like, okay, the last generation, you're coming from like, okay, if you own a 2080 Ti like me, I was okay with 11 gigabytes of RAM. that's last generation, and last generation AMD it had 8 gigabytes of RAM. So this generation you get a double the RAM, 60 gigabytes, but it's competing performance wise with
and cheaper.
It's $500 less. It's a big difference.
500 is a lot.
It's a lot.
And think about this.
It's 66%
in a pandemic.
Yeah, $500 is basically on a tight budget. The CPU and the motherboard.
Literally.
So, I mean, I might be wrong, but you could probably you could get a little cheapo the Ryzen CPUs because those go for $300.
Right, you could save you spend $1,000
and you get a highest end graphics card that's competing with the 3090 and a CPU and a motherboard.
Literally, the fact that you can say I'm competing with 3090 is the biggest thing of all.
For $1,000,
it's the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing.
$999. It's like wait, I don't have to spend $1,500, and it's better than the 2080 Ti.
Yo, here's the funny part. You buy $1,000. There's the $500 that you're saving. You know what? Freak it. I next day ship it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
yeah, exactly.
$5.
Because that 3090 looks expensive now. But
wait,
we have to see the reviews because this thing is crazy. If this, I would take the 8 gigabyte loss to save $500. I'm not.
Who wouldn't?
I was like, yeah, 16 gigabytes is enough. Like, what do you need with 24 gigabytes in the first place?
Who wouldn't?
16 gigabytes. I know what I really like about them. They kept it very consistent. Like yo, any card you buy from us, 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Facts.
It's great.
Wow. And
they're all cheaper than except the first one, but everything else $1,000 for that. Yeah,
that $1,000 looks beautiful. To be honest with you,
you know what's funny?
It looks appealing to me.
Like for example, the NVIDIA, the card to get from NVIDIA was the
3080
for $699. In your head, it's like, wait, I can get 3090 performance from AMD
$300 more
for $300 more,
and still saving $500 for the.
Cause like if I'm in a store, I'm okay. The 3080 for me to get the 3090, I gotta spend double that. But if I go with AMD, I can get 3090 for $300, not $7.
It's like you mid. It's like I'm better than 3080, but cheaper than 3090. And
but
still
I'm competing with
3090.
3090. I just don't have enough RAM. Not even enough. I just don't have 3090 RAM, but 16 gigabytes. I mean, that's good for 4K gaming. Like unless you the 3090 is for 8K gaming. Unless you do 8K gaming with some 8K $2,000, $5,000 screen, then 4K is like, okay, you good.
Right.
Most people do 1440p gaming anyway, so you want to be balling, you just get a 6900 for $1,000. Then you like, okay, I got 3090 features. Nobody could tell the difference. I'm streaming. You can't tell me I don't got. You can't tell I got 8K.
Right. Facts. No lies detected.
This is actually pretty good. But one thing, I mean, for me, I can't really use it because it doesn't have a CUDA. On my GPU rendering does, but for gaming, if you have a gaming PC, AMD took the cake. If AMD for some reason could work with my my 3D rendering, then that looks like
is that a possible route for you? Is it possible that
it's
can?
It's not possible.
Oh, it's not.
Yet. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not possible yet because NVIDIA is really heavy in CUDA and all the programming, and they got it locked. They got that kind of feel locked.
Facts. I understand that totally.
But for gaming, and
it's more for me than anything.
For gaming, for the gamers and the one that the gamers that cannot get their hands on the 3080.
Right, like me.
AMD is here for you guys if they have enough supply. So these might be sold out because these prices are like.
Right.
I might get it just to have it. I'm just like, oh.
Let me tell you why it's gonna get sold out. Because again, NVIDIA went so fast.
I mean, man, I think the rumor is like NVIDIA was holding back, just trying to create a fake hype.
Nah.
I don't know, man. No, I kind of believe it now because these, hey, NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA's gonna do for some reason tomorrow. Going to be like, yeah,
price
stock, in stock, everything is in stock.
Yo, imagine
Buy all our cards, please, Mac. In stock.
Oh,
You're like, wait, what?
$50 off.
You're like, wait, where did he get all these cards from? I thought there was like I thought you said there was a shortage.
they in the office right now, like, yo, we gotta put them in stock. We gotta keep this momentum.
They gotta keep the momentum. They're trying to, because AMD came out like,
Right.
No, I didn't expect that from AMD. They're trying to Intel NVIDIA right now, because they're trying to Intel NVIDIA. Because I remember when I first got short story long. Long story short.
Yeah.
I bought an Intel PC before I heard of Threadripper. When I heard of Threadripper, I returned my Intel PC. My motherboard the same day.
Wow. You might ask, what's you said
Threadripper. So basically AMD, what they did with Intel is like they offer more cores. So it's like Intel was offering, for example, right? Intel was offering 4 cores for $400. And AMD came and was like, here's 8 cores for $300. Why would I go with 4? I'll go with 3. You see, that's the same thing they're doing to NVIDIA now. That's what they did to Intel on the PC. Right now, nobody wants Intel. Like, you go look at the reviews. They'll be like, why do you have Intel on the laptop? AMD on everything. We want AMD. Both my computers run AMD. I could not. It makes no sense to go with Intel.
We'll be going backwards.
Yeah. But they're really rocking. They made Intel drop prices. What they did to NVIDIA is what they did to Intel. Like a few years ago, if you looked it up, they had Intel dropping prices. Intel had to just start dropping prices of all their CPUs because AMD was just rocking the market with these. They just came out here and was like, yeah, here's more for less. Wait, what?
I ain't gonna lie to you. The way she came out, this lady right here, I forgot her name. Something Liu, I think it's called.
Lisa Liu, I think.
Something like that, right? She came out with so much confidence. I know she was about to drop some bombs.
I could have told. The way they just came on here, I was like,
yeah. Because they didn't have to do this press conference, right? Or do they always do this?
I mean, they always do it. But the thing is, one thing that foreshadowed it was that NVIDIA move. Because NVIDIA is like, okay, NVIDIA had the competition for so many years.
Right.
And all of a sudden, they just cutting their prices and beating their own card, and they actually was downplaying their own card. I was like, this is so weird. That's what was so shocking in that last reaction video we did. I was like, why is this so weird? Like all their cards are beating on their old cards, and they're going crazy. Like, yeah, here's it, $200 off, $300 off. What? Why? This doesn't make no sense.
Right.
But then look what AMD came again. Oh yeah, look, we offer the same performance, but here's for 50%. Wait, what? No, it's cheaper. Wait, you're offering more and cheaper? Why? Why are you doing this?
Got you questioning everything like, wow.
All right,
dang, that's crazy.
Let's continue, man. I don't know.
Right.
What you got next?
It will be available on December 8th, starting at $999. You asked for AMD to bring the highest graphics performance to the gaming market, and we're doing just that. I hope you now feel that with the Ryzen 5000 series and the Radeon 6000 series, AMD is your best choice for your next generation PC gaming platform. Whether you want a game with ultimate performance and AAA titles at 4K resolution, or you're an esports fan who needs incredibly high frame rates and responsiveness, across the board for every gamer at every price, AMD has the CPU and GPU combination for you. So I hope you're as excited as we are. We can't wait to get these products in your hands. So look for the Ryzen 5000 series starting November 5th, the Radeon RX 6800 series starting November 18th, and the Radeon RX 6900 XT starting December 8th. To wrap up here, this has been quite a journey for us, and I'm incredibly proud of our CPU and GPU teams who have worked years for this moment. AMD is delivering the best to the industry. We want to thank all of you for your passion and enthusiasm and for always pushing us to be the best.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
AMD.
I'm impressed.
Well done.
I am impressed.
This is how you be competitive.
Right.
This is competition. This is what we needed we needed this in the PC world because
literally
Intel and NVIDIA has been dominated. Looking back at it, like when they did drop, honestly, I honestly agree with AMD with the way they're bringing down the prices. like 2018, man, like because of the mining and all that stuff, NVIDIA was having a ball. They were just like, yeah, cool, we're going to drop our 2080 Ti. They dropped that for $1,200, man. I remember I was like, what? I couldn't buy that. Like, I literally, yeah, the only reason I could buy it now because it went all half price now. But you couldn't get those. It was just so expensive, like a $1,200 graphics card. Like,
yeah, that's a lot. That's intense. That's pretty intense for the average consumer. Crazy? That's intense
because they were in the lead. They were number one. So it was like, yeah, right. And they drop all the super variants. Like, yeah, they were just having a field day. Like, yeah,
right.
You're gonna buy anything we go put out because
I know it must have hurt that price is swiping your card with that. I was like,
oh man, that was just like, bruh. But yeah, I could imagine like those cards were a rarity. But now, like, AMD came in the game. You know, Intel had it too. Intel was dropping CPUs so pricey, man. Then AMD came out like, yeah, here's $600. You're gonna have 16 cores. What? 16 cores, $600. Yeah, this is it. Compared to I remember that compared to Intel was like, I think it was like $1,000, right, for 12 cores. AMD was like $650, I think, for 16 cores. That was like the first Threadripper. I'm like, what?
Yo,
you get more cores for like, again, this 66 was like, you know, 2/3 of the price. So it's like, whoa, that's what they started with Intel. Now for the last 2 or 3 years, they were just on Intel. Until Intel is no more. Like,
Intel was just taking over at that time frame.
Yeah, Intel was the lead. Now, like, nobody wants Intel no more. Like, and then now they brought out the Ryzen series. The Ryzen series is more for gamers. That's it. They're like,
and then gamers take up the majority now. The popularity.
Nobody's like, you get Intel, like Intel.
Yeah, Intel. Legit. Man, this is great competition, man. I love
competition.
This is good. I didn't think it would be almost like equal.
Oh yeah, I didn't think. Because they've been on the GPU game competitively for so long, for them to come back and be like, all right, we're going to take a swing at it and even be like toe-to-toe. I mean, obviously we have to see the reviews. Yeah, we got to see reviews and the true benchmarks and stuff, but if we just take them as they say, then that's really good. Like,
that's a fact.
Good. It's good.
That chart looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, that chart got me excited. Like, yeah.
I love the honesty and the truthfulness as saying, okay, they beat us here in certain aspects. I love that. That's
being honest. They
kind of tranquility right there. You know?
Because like if they, you can't mislead people. Because people already know you are underdog. They didn't expect you to even do this much. You know what I'm saying? So for getting this far, that's a big deal. Especially competing with a company like NVIDIA, because they're like dominating. They're like the big dogs. They're number one. Mm-hmm. So you come there, you even put up a fight in there, and people will give that a chance. People would give AMD a chance this time. So I'm excited,
especially because the way this shit got sold out so fast. So people are like, fuck it.
Yeah, like I especially hopefully these are not sold out so fast. So those dogs so fast. This might be.
Yeah.
Because people are starving for graphics card.
Because look at the time. PS5, Xbox Series X coming out. So you already know.
Yeah. So, So thanks for joining us, guys. So. Be sure to like and subscribe. You already know. You already know the vibe. So
hit those links. Yeah, that'll be easy, man. Take care.
Yeah. So yeah.
And let us know. And let us know which y'all trying to cop. If you had two in your hand, you had to pick one: NVIDIA or AMD. Let us know in the comments, man.
Yeah. Let me know. Man. I want to know like which team are you on?
Right. Let's get it.
So all right. So see you guys next time.